Okay, so this is the red preview or review actually.
Yeah.
And this is number 3 on our list for the red uncommons. The Reckless Bushwhacker.
Yeah, there are 2 pretty good uncommons, and then it was pretty hard to get the third.
I think the red cards overall were pretty bad actually. Not bad,
or
but
maybe just a bit boring.
Yeah.
I guess this, if you search this out, you maybe play something, a 2-drop, you search this card, everything gets +1/+0 and haste.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
it's aggressive in the right deck and in the right context.
It's an ally as well, so I mean,
yeah, even though red maybe doesn't.
No, but there is a red-white ally aggressive deck.
Yeah, and I guess in Oath it's supposed to be like the equipment deck, and it just that archetype just seems super bad.
Yeah.
But this card has some upside, so it's our number.
What if the red-white equipment deck is the best deck?
Yeah, but I just think it looks bad.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Okay, if you get the 2 rare ones,
go
for it.
Yeah.
But those you have to look up for yourself.
Yep.
So moving on to number 2. Yeah, and this card is super duper.
Number 2.
It could also be number 1. We don't know.
Yeah.
It's close between them. I mean, 4 for a 4/3 with trample is still is playable only there.
Yeah.
And now you have a landfall trigger that gets it gives you a 3/3 elemental land creature with haste.
Yeah.
So
So you play a land, and that land
could also be.
Yeah, you have to switch it around, but because it has summoning sick. No, it gets
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's just to play around. No, you tapped the wrong land.
Yeah, exactly. But you play a land, and that is a 3/3 creature, basically.
Yeah.
So I mean, if this creature just stays on the board too long.
I mean, you can draw this on turn 5, play it for 4, play a land, attack with the land if the coast is clear.
Yeah.
So this card, I think, will be very good.
Yep.
So we have a number 1, but as I said, they could probably switch places with. And it's the red, the red Hero's Downfall.
Yeah, maybe.
The downside is, of course, returning a land. It sets you back something, but in the late game you don't mind.
No, and I
top
don't
decking
think
this is good. This is still good. It's always good.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, this is an 18 land format, so returning a land once in a while isn't too bad either.
I mean, you don't want to play this on turn 3, obviously.
No,
but on turn 5, 6, 12 or something, this will just be 5 damage to a creature, and you could kill a random Gideon.
Yeah.
Or Chandra, or Nissa, or so on.
Yeah. You can kill the Nissa's plants.
I mean, it's the best red
uncommon
burn spell.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We have it on par maybe with the embodiment.
Yeah.
So we move on.
I still can't believe Obnixilis gets kicked by Chandra after kicking Gideon's ass.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Moving on now to common.
Okay, number 5, commons, red commons. We have this Sada's Commando. I mean, it was hard actually to find super good commons in red.
I still think a 2/1
2/1
first strike is a good creature.
Yeah.
And the random ping effect could be relevant against a white 3/1 creature and so on. But it's still...
No, it's the target opponent.
Opponent, yeah,
so
you're right.
It just...
But it's still fine. The cohort isn't why we're having it on the 5. It's because the red commons were not super good, and red usually wants 2 drops.
Yeah.
And the 2 we have played 2 mana 2/1s that has no ability.
Yeah.
So this at least has first strike. It's a good blocker, a good attacker, and so on.
Another ally as well.
And an ally. Yep. We move ahead. Yeah, this is just a solid 5-drop. It's a 4/4. It has trample, and it also shocks your opponent.
Yeah, when it enters the battlefield.
So a decent creature. Maybe you could play like some sort of a red-green stompy deck or something.
Yeah.
This is just a solid creature.
It's still, with the 4 toughness, I think that's relevant.
Yeah, it dodges some stuff. Like
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
Not super duper, but
it's
solid.
Yeah. And the number 3, we have the Boulder Salvo.
Yeah.
Weird name. The Surge is obviously super if you get it going, but
Yeah, you might just play a random creature or something.
Yeah,
and for
and
2
search
mana
something.
you can kill the Helium we just saw.
yeah, exactly.
And so on. It doesn't go to players, but it's still good, effective creature removal if you search it, and at least decent if you don't search it.
Yeah, and like we said before with the 4/4, the 4 toughness dodges a lot of removal, but this actually kills 4 toughness creatures.
Yep.
So that's relevant.
Yeah, it's a good common.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here we have the new Fork Bolt.
Yeah, number 2.
I guess pinging 1 to 2 target creatures. In some formats it's just super duper duper good,
Yeah.
and in some formats it's okay.
Yeah, but I can see this also being in a red aggressive deck,
Yeah.
making 2 creatures not being able to block.
Yeah, they have a stabilized
relevant.
with 4/4 and an Eldrazi or something.
Yeah.
You have gotten them down to 5 or 7 or something. 2 of them cannot block, and you can still have a good attack.
Yeah.
So it's not only the Fork Bolt thing. It's
And this is a format with a lot of 1 toughness creatures.
yeah. So you can still just get 2 for 1 with this, even
Yeah.
though I think probably the cannot block thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be more relevant.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you could deal the 2 damage to the same creature.
Yeah.
Also.
Like a twin bolt
Yeah, or
from
something, yeah.
Dragons.
But it's still, I still think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, me too.
So we're moving on to number 1. Yeah, and this is just another. It's in the Battle for Zendikar we played the 3 mana.
Yeah, deal 3 exile target creature.
Yeah,
And this is
Touch of the Void.
Touch of the Void, yeah.
And this is like 1 mana cheaper, but it's also instant, but it's 2 damage instead of.
And it's a Devoid card, I mean,
Yeah,
it's relevant, I guess.
yeah, I like this card.
And you can take it to the head as well. So, yeah, I think it's really hard because, like we said, the red commons, I don't think any of these
Are super.
No.
But at least an instant shock that's devoid is always going to be a playable card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
The red ones are...
this was all for red.
Yeah.
We don't have any borderline or honorable mentions here.
No.
So we might move on now to green.
Yes.
So see you there.